Welcome to the first ever recording of the podcast nobody asked for. I'm Crystal, and I'm here with my co-hosts, Sun and Basil. Hey guys, introduce yourselves and then give us a short little, 2-paragraph essay on what you're about, what you like.
I like yogurt. I may. Hi.
Oh my god, hi! My name is Sumasatoka. I uninstalled Destiny 2 as of a month ago.
Amazing.
I'm a recovering addict.
I'm so glad that you got help for that.
Thank you.
Maybe I'll be next.
I have to pay AAA like $30 a month to keep up the act. The unfortunate truth is there's no recovery.
Isn't AAA for cars?
No, it's alcohol. It's Alcohol Addicts Anonymous or some shit like that.
Mm.
At least the weird one is real one is. I don't know. I'm not an addict
Anymore. Technically, you're a Pepsi can right now.
Nope. Not true.
100% true.
Nope. Not true.
So, what are your guys' favorite video games to play, genres, etc.?
Damn, you really had
I
no
like
thoughts for this.
Space Marine
No.
2 and the Elder Scrolls 4. Oh my god, that's a blimp. Remastered.
Yeah, I agree with him. That those are also my favorite games.
Okay.
Yeah.
Personal favorite being oh shit, that's a blimp. Remastered that is a lot of fun. I've already soft locked the game. It took me like 2 hours.
Amazing.
Yeah, it is truly fantastic. Love this game. Love this engine.
Do you guys like yogurt?
Depends.
What kind of
What yogurt
yogurt
are
are
you
you
talking
eating?
Cherry yogurt.
Ew.
What kind? Like just straight yogurt or like?
No,
Greek
it's gay
or-
yogurt. Come on.
Gagurt. I don't know. Yogurt's cool. Me personally, I like my Greek. like my Greek infused protein yogurt.
Uh,
Are you okay?
I almost said a bad word.
You should do it right now. Say a slur.
Don't actually say it.
Do it. Do it. Say it. This is why I didn't want to fight this fucking guy. Oh my god, is it raining again, bro? Oh, I love thunder. Let's go.
It's supposed to rain all day here.
Oh yeah, tell me about it. It's supposed to be raining for like the next 3 fucking days.
It's
So
kind
much
of
fun.
insane.
It sure is insane.
Outside my home.
Can I ban him from here?
That's
Ah,
kind of mean.
I don't
I
know.
appreciate that.
You're right. How silly of me. I can never ban. What are you in this podcast? Basil? I've
Yeah,
got to ban Basil.
all of the above.
I just
All
realized
of
I
these
wrote
are the best.
I wrote my name plaque all in caps, and then the rest of you guys are in lowercase.
Do you have the proper pronunciation, or do you have the proper?
Of course I
characters
do.
in mind?
Sunu Sutoka. I literally copied
you
it from your Discord name.
No, Shotoka.
Is that a gun? What the fuck was that? Oh!
Huh?
Is there a war going on outside my house? I can't tell the thunder that was a gun.
Yeah,
Sorry, that's
probably
just me.
one of the two.
I'm gathering more yogurt.
It was at least one, maybe both.
So you guys mentioned Space Marines, the game I refused to download.
You
You
made
should
a
download
mistake.
it.
Why?
You like co-op shooters. Let's be real.
Just because I play Destiny 2 does
You
not mean I
enjoy-
like
You enjoy
co-op shooters.
Let's see. You have Destiny 2. You have Crab Gampions or some Gumpians, some shit like that.
It's Champions.
More
You
bellow
installed
rifles.
Risk of Rain.
I was
think she
forced to
actually enjoyed
install
that one.
Risk of Rain.
Well, you
That sounds
have
like
it
a skill
installed,
issue.
ergo I'm using it a part of my argument.
Mhm, mhm.
And it's all of those things and more. Also, It has enough testosterone to transition someone.
Yep.
So
Yeah,
there's that.
that's right. Yep.
I mean, on those bases alone, you should at least try it.
Mm-hmm. Isn't
And
there
also
like
roleplay being tall.
isn't there like
Isn't
some
there
really weird like skeleton dude?
There's
No?
like 8 of those. Can you
No,
narrow that down
no,
a little bit,
no.
please?
I don't know, he sits on a throne.
Trees in the Infinite.
uh,
All right. Yes, that he'd also exist, but
Mm-hmm.
he's not in the story.
What is the
Of
story
Season 2
even like
anyway.
about?
So there's this guy
it's about
called
a man being
Titus.
too angry to die.
Fuck you.
No.
Synopsis of the
Okay.
story. You show up to a system
Wait,
that is
Basil went
being
no
accosted
and then
by
okay.
bugs. And your job is to forcibly remove the bugs from the equation.
Bugs are bad. We don't like bugs here.
Yeah. I mean, I'd say more, but it's supposed to be like a twist or something. It's about chaos. And yeah, it's not really a twist because they were in the game trailer. Kind of an Ellen Sabers part, honestly.
Okay, but like what is the entire series like about?
What do you mean this series? You mean like the overarching story for it? See, that's a loaded question.
Yeah, like the overarching story, like
So how long
You
do you want
really-
to be here for?
Yeah, you're really trying to prod like the hour long.
no, like 30 minutes
It would
probably.
be hours.
It
It
was
would be hours.
cue
What,
me
are we
asking Sun
speedrunning
the
now?
cue me asking Sun the lore and him typing for 2 hours straight.
Yeah,
And
because
it was only
that's
like
the
a
funny part.
fraction.
Yeah, so the funny part was trying to leave out the stuff you aren't going to know / understand / isn't going to be relevant to like the quick synopsis. Most of it was cutting stuff out. Like the original message was at least 2 to 3 times that length, but Discord wouldn't let me go anymore.
It's
I had
actually
to word limit.
crazy.
Yeah. It's just the problem is it's like a story that's been around since like the fucking like 90s / early 2000s. That's when it started, and it's just been like 20 to 30 years of just lore building and games that are retconned. So more lore that gets retconned, and then so on and so forth. Here we are with like 70 Gorillion Warhammer books and
Gorillions?
like 4 to 5 different game series
Son, do you
that are
think
not at all tied together.
you would win the battle, like the 100 men versus the 1 gorilla battle?
I am that gorilla. What are you talking about?
Do you think that you'd win?
Yeah, I think I
Of
would.
course he'd win.
Well, one gorilla. Do you have a questionnaire pulled up right now?
No.
Okay, you're just weighing it.
Uh-huh.
That's cool. So am I.
Amazing. I'm glad that we're both on the same page.
What was that? Was that your way of like trying to move away from the 40k stuff?
No. That was it was because Basil,
my next sentence was already like in the chamber, so
it was because Basil said gorillion. It reminded me of the gorilla meme.
yeah. So I mean, I guess the lore behind the 40k Space Marine 2 game is you're basically playing like a seasoned character in the setting. In the middle of a big intergalactic war against bugs, and you were the pesticide.
I see.
Bug.
You play as what is known as a Speed Marine
Speed
from the Ultra Marines chapter, which means you are what is known as a transhuman in lore, aka just a fucking steroid-induced megalomaniac.
So you IRL got it.
Given power, armor, and weapons, and a lot of gun ammo, and guns. Can't forget the ammo, but also with guns.
Yeah, I think there might be ammo involved.
And you basically just walk around doing your duty to kill bugs for across 3 different planets.
I see.
And then things happen, people die, and twists are done, and then woo, spooky chaos was actually behind it the whole time.
Spooky.
And then you move to the last planet, which is all chaosy, and you kill them. I mean, that's really it. That's all you need. That's the overarching story. You were just this tiny part of this mega war, and your job is to be a walking pesticide. That's it.
I see.
But if you want to know the overarching lore and the inner, the every war that's ever been conceived since 30,000 years, I would be more than happy to enlighten you.
Cue 5-hour long video.
Yeah.
I mean, I know you sent me a picture of this silly guy on the throne.
Yeah.
With one hand.
The silly guy on the throne. That was already gonna be. We haven't even actually started.
Why is that sip sound like the Minecraft sip?
So the picture you have was me in Microsoft Paint fucking around for 30 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
It is a artistic representation of the Emperor of Mankind, the guiding hand of mankind, the King of Ages, and I don't know. He's like some super gorilla being of gigantic proportions.
He's a
Gigantic,
large man.
He is a large man with one hand.
Of incredible size.
No,
actually, it's a power claw. Get it fucking right, dude.
Power claw.
That is the Emperor's talon.
Okay,
You
but
fucking idiot! You uncultured fucking swine! You dare!
You dare!
Where was the other hand then? 'Cause it's just a noodle.
It's in his arm. What are you talking about? It's his arm. Obviously.
His hand was in the claw. The claw was on his
Son,
hand.
you literally
his
drew
arm.
this with one hand and the other one just goes nowhere.
Well, the hand is in his arm. I don't know what to tell you. Like what do you want to know? Like the hand is there in his arm. It just isn't big enough to be added.
Okay. Let's look at the character.
Let me show you an
roster.
actual picture of this fucking guy. Hang on. let me pull something. I had this ready because I knew this conversation was going to happen. So, look at this fucking dude. He's got one regular hand and then one giga hand. I mean,
yeah, but in the picture that you put, there's
Right.
there's
Yeah.
no other hand.
yeah, okay, that's because it's in his arm because it wasn't big. He's got one
see.
big hand, so I made that. What is there? What are you confused about? What is the problem?
You didn't even give him his sword.
I couldn't fit it in frame.
See, I could have, but no.
Like I said, 30 seconds.
Amazing.
I will remind you, 30 seconds.
He's a pro artist, Crystal. How dare you? How dare you not believe in his artistic talents?
Son is a man of many talents.
I'm a man of talent.
Yeah.
He has many men in one.
Should
I'm a
tell them
talented
about
man.
your experience ordering your office chair.
Well, how I somehow ordered 2 of them and had to fucking take one or to order the next city.
Yeah.
To take it to a UPS store while the box is wet. I mean, that was it. I mean, there's no real telling to be had. It's just, hey, I had to load the second fucking box I did not mean to order. Load it in the back of my truck and take it.
With sheer strength, you managed to pick it up.
It wasn't that heavy.
Bro, it's like a 60-pound box, isn't it?
I don't know. Might have been. I don't fucking know, dude. See, the solution was I'm just gonna hoist it on my shoulder and we're just gonna walk with it. And it worked both times. I had to do it, so
Amazing.
there was no issue
Nothing
to be
is
had.
too heavy in the hands of Suno Sudoker.
I don't actually know how heavy the box was. Dead ass. I mean, if the item was on the box, maybe we'll check that real quick, but it's not really important.
So, Basil, I know that you play a lot of GTA. How do you feel about GTA
Yeah.
6 getting delayed?
Delayed to next year. It's not exactly poggers.
You'll
But,
just
you
have
know,
to keep playing GTA 5 instead.
cursed to witness another snowfall in GTA 5.
I mean, I guess if I knew that was gonna be delayed another year, I actually would have kept playing GTA 5.
Is it uninstalled again?
No, I think it's still sitting in my Xbox hard drive. But I can't remember last time I actually turned that thing on, so.
Your Xbox is just sitting there collecting dust at this point.
Yeah, it genuinely is. It doesn't like it, but what the fuck can it do? Can't fight back.
Just becomes sentient and just kills you in your sleep.
No
try.
Xbox could ever kill Suno Sutoker.
Sunusu soda.
Suno soda.
Suno
Suno
Soda.
soda.
Suno McSoder. That's who he is. A man of girth and strength.
Let me ask you a
God
question.
of soda.
Let me ask you a question. So what is it that brought you into streaming anyway? How did that whole thing start?
I mean, you talking about like the first thing that brought me into streaming, or like?
Well, was there a first thing?
I
Or
mean,
has it's been like trying and trying again over the course of a couple of years until you
it's
eventually
been
just get somewhere?
well. When I looked at like my Twitch, it actually was like, "Holy shit, you've been on Twitch for 10 years," and I was like, "What the fuck?" So theoretically, when I first started, it was just because Twitch was like the brand new thing back then of like, oh my god, everybody can be a streamer. So me at like 14 was like, holy shit, I'm gonna go be a streamer, guys. And that didn't work. So then, like, if you look at my
Just
old
didn't happen.
YouTube videos, they're like in 360p. They're awful.
Real.
Like
That's
the
how you had to do
audio
it
is
back then.
distorted and everything's awful. But nowadays I just stream more for myself, I guess, than anything else. I like interacting with people. And I stream
that's
for the
kinda cringe.
memories.
I forgot asking you that question. That's kind of cringe.
Well, I don't
thought
know
there was
what you
actually a
expected.
monetary incentive.
Well, yeah, streams are fun. I want to do more subathons in the future and do more things that involve, you know, community engagement. But we'll see.
I understand. So what you're after is you want to be a master of holier, if you will.
Well, I mean, I basically already am that.
Of course. You just want to extend your reach.
Of
Beyond.
course. Did I never tell you that like Face 1 Point told me that the server is a pyramid scheme?
I mean, I would
I
believe
believe
it
it.
personally. Like, that
Yeah.
makes sense. That would explain everything.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
can say that.
Like, I bring people in, I teach them like once. So my services are paid, correct? And then at that point, they decide to hang around for some stupid reason.
30 minutes of your time for years of your undivided loyalty and attention.
Exactly. So then like they hang around the server and then they go, "Oh my god, the server is amazing." And then they invite people. It happened to you,
100%.
son. You were a victim of
I was a
the
victim. That's
pyramid
correct. That was I was a part of that for a minute. Yeah, that was crazy. Now I'm stuck here doing this shit, and then fucking because of this fucking guy over here to my right, left. Hi.
Right. Well,
No.
I guess technically it would be your
I'm
left.
sitting in the fucking chair. It'd be to my left. Don't correct me. I'm right.
Actually, your left.
I'm
I'm a multi-dimensional being.
This chair can be vacant. It can be.
Yeah, let me just fix that really quick.
Yeah. You could just be stuck here with this fucking loser. I mean,
Damn. Basil, you just gonna take that?
Sorry, I don't recognize lesser beings.
Me and you, son, just disappear from this call.
we just gonna do this in a different era. Look at this guy to his fucking devices by himself.
Basil, what got you into gaming?
What?
Yeah.
What was
What
like
question's that?
what was like the first game that you ever played?
Dude, you're not
that
even
was
like
a
30.
long
Come
time
on.
ago.
It wasn't that long.
I almost
Love it.
spit out my fucking water.
You were not ancient. You're not ethereal in age. Come on. What was your first game?
Yeah.
I'll
What
give
was
you
your
my. You
first
know what?
game?
I'll give you a second to think about it. I started Halo 3 back in like 2008, 2009.
Yeah.
That was my first ever game. I was like 4 or 5 at the time.
It was probably. I think it might have been Mario Kart.
What up,
As good of a start
baby?
as any.
Trying to think what mine was.
And then I immediately jumped into Modern Warfare 2 and got called several dozen slurs in the first couple of years of my youth.
Is that why
That's about
you were
par
the
for
way
the
that you
course.
were?
I don't think so. I think that's very far like removed.
No,
I think that was just exposure to the internet culture at the time,
Mm-hmm.
which is always awesome to have, especially looking at the fucking internet nowadays. I don't care what anyone says.
Trying
Slurs
to
are
think
cool.
what my first game was. I want to say it was Burnout. Because my
That's
older
fire.
brother, my older brother was obsessed with the crash mode. So we would boot it up on the GameCube just to play that mode.
Burnout Paradise?
I think so, yeah.
I am kind of fucked. I never played it though. The only like car game I played at the time was Guitar.
I'll look at which one had the crash mode. Burnout 3, it looks like. Well, on the GameCube? What? Am I stupid? Oh, it was PS2. That's why.
Oh, dude, I also had a fucking GameCube. That's right.
Dude, GameCube was like one of the
I
best eras.
I literally the only game I fucking played on the GameCube was Star Wars Battlefront. Like I can't remember if it was part 2. But I remember having a great time until my GameCube died. Was distraught.
How
I was
did
a
you kill
distraught
it?
little kid baby. I don't think I did. I think it just stopped at some point.
It just stopped.
Either that or the DVD stopped, and I just assumed it was broken and never touched it again. I mean, either any possibilities were endless
Mm-hmm.
with me.
Brokey.
That was also like the first ever memory I have, so it may not even be accurate.
I
I was a
remember.
little baby.
You guys remember when like Wii Sports came out and that was like the biggest craze?
No, I think I was born after that.
Damn.
I played the hell out of Wii Sports.
Am I gonna hold on? I'm gonna go
I
look
did
up when Wii
too,
Sports
like-
was.
Wii's are cool. I'm surprised they got so much.
Wii Sports
mileage
was
out of
released
little
in
fucking box.
2006. So
Oh,
yeah,
shit, I
you
would've
were
been
like
before that. I would
2.
have been 2. I was a baby. I was a little baby. I still play the
Yeah.
fuck out of it though.
So my little brother, we had like a big ass CRT, and
Mhm.
we used to hook it up to that. My little brother at the time, he's probably like 6, grabs the Wii remote, and you know how they always have the warning on there that's talking about like put on the strap.
He slingshots it in the TV.
He extremely. That's exactly what he did. He swung that shit into the TV in the middle of us playing Wii bowling. We're all freaking the fuck out. My parents get home
Beautiful.
and we're like, we broke the TV, and they proceed to be like, you guys are idiots, and then left it alone.
It's cool that you did that like alone, like with your sibling. I did that in front of family multiple times. Like it would just fly in like a just unconsecrated direction.
Amazing.
It hit the TV out at a couple points, but the TV just did like a perfect parry or something like that, and just
A
it went off
perfect parry,
unscathed.
dude. And then there was the other Wii game. The fuck was it? It was like the one that had the pad that you had to like step on.
I don't know which one you're talking about.
Wii exercise board. It was Wii Fit Balance, I think. Yeah, it was the Wii Fit series. Like that series was the funniest thing because we would play like only like 2 of the modes. So there was like the one where you had to be on the trip mine. Like you just kept balancing yourself. And my brothers were really good at it. I was really bad, and I would constantly fall over.
So you sucking at gaming isn't like a new thing.
No, that's a perpetual skill issue.
The eternal skill issue, the curse of the divines.
The curse of the
This motherfucker
Chrysler.
cannot. This motherfucker cannot play games properly.
Yeah, it's like I like picked up a crystal skull somewhere when I was probably like 2, and since then I've been cursed.
Curse with not being able to play games well ever again.
Indeed.
Yeah. I used to fuck ass at Halo 3 and now.
You know, I have a
Shit.
friend that like consistently plays Halo that you should probably
No,
Look
I don't
into.
want to talk to him.
damn.
Trying to set me up with a fucking gamer date with another dude. What the fuck are you talking about right now?
A gamer date? No. Just a regular date. Come on.
Ah, yeah, my mistake. My bad. Nah, you're right. I'm totally in. Give me this guy's number immediately.
You got it.
So I can 1v1 him and beat his ass and have him cry about how it was hit reg! It was hit reg! Oh, my game crashed! Well, really, just fucking rage quit.
But it's funny you say that because like your computer would probably crash before his.
No, it wouldn't! That stopped happening weeks ago! Off my fucking case about it.
Mm-hmm.
That
So-
problem's resolved.
Yeah. How did you
Now
end up
I just
fixing
have
it?
Oblivion crashing on me. I'm under the impression it was the drivers.
Hmm.
So I went ahead and just, instead of letting the NVIDIA app fucking do it for me, because it would give me some sort of weird, like, access denial, I just did it myself.
I see.
And the problem mysteriously vanished after that, so it was the NVIDIA's fault. I will not take any responsibility for that. The fucking thing would do the custom installation, and then it would do it bad for some reason. Don't know, don't care. The operating system on this hard drive is like, like 5 years old, I think, at this point. So I can't say I'm surprised that I have weird issues like that.
Have you tried turning it off and back on again?
Oh yeah, you're right. That would have 100% fixed it originally.
Yeah, I figured.
No, it's weird because it would never like follow a pattern. It would just do it whenever it felt like. And that was all I had to go off of, was that one error code concerning maybe bad drivers?
Seems normal.
I don't know. Basil, what is your topic for today?
Yogurt.
Yogurt. You guys like yogurt?
No.
I like yogurt.
Yeah, you know what? I do like yogurt. I like both regular yogurt and Greek yogurt.
I'm a big fan of Go-Gurts. And like
That's fair enough.
and like tricks. Like I
Cereal?
miss no. Do you not remember the commercials for the Trix yogurts?
I don't actually.
That's crazy. Hold on.
The only like it was it like
Oh,
was it like
that's because it
yogurts?
was
Like the little-
2009. You were still like a child.
He was.
I was still
That's-
a baby. I
I
was
feel like
still a
that's
baby.
That's like the common
I've
denominator.
never seen that
on when
before in my
he
life.
Doesn't know something and he just be bored.
The fever dream of
Before-
Trix yogurt
before his
The
commercials.
fever dream that is this fucking advertisement. Holy shit. I can live comfortably at night knowing I didn't know what this was.
That's what they all say in the beginning.
Oh fuck! You know what? I think I've had those. That looks so familiar to me, but like I can't pin when.
Dude,
Like when?
like
I had it.
Trix yogurts were probably the peak of my childhood, next to like Gushers and fruit roll-ups. Like, I remember when the fruit roll-up commercial came out, where they decided to put stamps on the fruit roll-ups that you could put on your tongue. It was like the best day.
I also remember that.
Son's
I
probably
also
like,
did
yeah.
that.
Okay, but Basil, do you
No,
remember?
that was 2010 or something.
Do you remember moon
I was alive
shoes?
for that one.
Yes.
So my parents got every one of us, every single one of the kids, a pair of moon shoes for Easter,
Thank God.
and we decided to rig them and like put them together. And we got so disappointed when we didn't get like a single foot off the ground, and they were a pain in the ass to like actually jump on. And then I remember another year for Easter, they got us they're like the foil UFO things that you throw, and they're like UFO frisbees
Aw.
that you like inflate. Oh, and then they also got us a boomerang one time, and the same day that we got it, my older brother threw it onto the roof, and my dad said, "I'm not getting that down." So I'm pretty sure it's still up there.
Entombed forever to die in that roof.
For real.
Oh man, that sounds so
What
fucking dumb, dude.
what kind of things did you get as a kid for like Christmas and Easter and holidays?
Talking to me or the ancient one over here?
Both of you.
Why is that so hard to like recall? It varied. It would either be like Halo Mega Blocks or it'd be like Nerf guns. And then
Nerf
Nerf guns would like
guns.
disappear before next Christmas, so I got more.
Which is really funny, right? Because you always have the physical guns, but then you go to find the bullets and they're just missing. They're just MIA.
Yeah,
Like the amount of times that
That-
we would buy new
that's still-
packs.
that's still a problem for me. Matter of fact, I've got guns, but I don't know where any of my fucking darts went for said like Nerf guns.
I
so they
I
just
had to. I
Sit.
kept a Nerf gun in my car for
I
the
know where
longest
my
time.
actual gun bullets are, but I don't know where my fucking Nerf gun bullets are. How does that work, dude?
You're gonna start putting the Nerf gun bullets in your lockbox for your actual guns.
I should get like a separate like plastic lockbox for it.
I
Ask my
think
dad to, like, print them out.
I think at one point my older or my little brother actually did that, where he had like an old gun, like an ammo box that was metal, and he started
Yeah.
putting everything in there instead.
Well, I'll start putting all my actual ammo. I'm gonna put it in like a plastic box.
Hmm.
Wait, I also have a case of plastic box of ammo. Not important. That's not important. Never mind.
So Basil, what did you get
Yes.
as a kid?
Socks.
You are such a fucking lame. Did you like the socks, or was it just like something you got?
It was probably generic black socks.
Hey.
Oh, no, dude, it was probably
He takes
Spider-Man
he
socks,
takes
for real.
offense to the black socks. I'm sorry.
He takes offense to. Never mind.
I'll have you know my socks are fly as hell. Alright.
Yeah, your plain
Yeah,
black
it's 'cause they're
socks.
white, clearly.
I see.
Adam made
Uh,
it original.
No. I'll have you know they have text on them, okay?
Oh, okay. What does it say?
Ooh, spill.
Gap.
Whoa! Look out, guys.
Whoa.
Wait,
Hey,
you,
I don't know
wait.
why you're shit talking him, dude. That's totally like that's understandable.
wait,
Like,
you
that
guys
checks
have
out.
gaps in Canada?
Yeah?
I thought that was an American clothing thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Huh.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay. Whatever, dude.
Well, listen, you have to understand. Like the average American knows shit for nothing about Canadian culture,
I
me
mean,
included.
I know that the Canadian price is a lot more. Tariff.
I know
orange
that
juice.
I know that you guys don't
Tariff.
like firearms, so that by default makes me an enemy of your state.
Basil, tell us about Canada.
We got maple
You are
syrup.
amazing at this.
I'm amazing. I know.
You are fucking amazing at this, dude. I'm also
Thanks.
ordering.
can, you, can you call call the order in over the podcast?
No, I'm not calling to order. I'm ordering it online.
Aw, what are you ordering?
I really shouldn't though.
B-dubs?
I'm thinking about B-dubs, but I'm gonna wait on that.
No way! No way! I immediately
Because-
knew.
No.
Because you called it out. Because you called it out. I'm gonna wait on that. I'm not
Immediately
actually
before
ordering
you
anything right
said
now.
it.
I
Immediately
willed it
before
into
you said it.
existence.
I went
Yeah.
to Tim Hortons for the first time today, and like ever. I don't think I've ever actually been inside of Tim
So
Hortons.
you said you got 10 minutes, didn't you?
Yeah, I walked in, stood at the register for like I think it was closer to 10 minutes, and I
Yeah.
had not seen a single like server's work.
They just
It
don't
was
exist.
to be fair, it was 4 p.m. Like I'm not expecting them to expect me to be there. Who the fuck goes to Tim Hortons like after like the morning?
You apparently.
Yeah, me apparently, yeah. I'm like one in the gorillion. There was no other soul in that building with me, and then suddenly one appeared.
I love that you're calling yourself one negrillion, and Basil calls himself one necrillion.
It's a matter of perspective. What can I say? No,
I
so
just gotta
like
figure out what Crystal is.
I got like a 10-piece Timbit, and
What even is a Timbit?
They're like
it's a donut hole. It literally is all it
Oh!
is. Just like an array of donut holes.
Canada's top 5 flavors is apparently chocolate glazed, birthday cake, honey dip, old fashioned plain, and sour cream.
Yeah, that checks out, dude. Those all fuck. No,
yeah.
and then I got like what the fuck was it called? Like it was like something splash.
I'm gonna
It was
look
like
at the menu.
Fueled by Red Bull drink.
Like a
And
fish.
I was like, oh, dude, that can you use like Red Bull extract or something? And I ordered it. She walked immediately behind the counter, pulled out a can of Red Bull, and just dumped it into a cup and like add some flavoring to it and handed it to me. I was like, oh, I'm not sure what I was expecting, but it was not that. for
They
some
have
reason.
one that's called one in a melon.
Yeah.
I love whoever made that menu. They can go. They can
Yeah.
Fuck themselves.
One was called Sunrise Sunset.
No, I think it was that sunrise.
Sky's
sunset.
the limit. Yeah, they're called Tim's Boost Energy Infusions.
Yeah.
These look like the kind of
I
shit
took a
that
sip of that and I fucking
Oh,
awoke.
original.
these look like the kind of shit that Starbucks tried to do. The Starbucks energy was kind of cringe.
Yeah,
Jabber
Panera
chip.
Bread has something very similar to that too. They brought it around when I was
Oh!
still like working there. Yeah. You know the 300 milligrams of caffeine like infused like fucking heart palpitation blaster 9000 that got him sued. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I originally had it, I was I was one of the workers there, and they made us all try it, so we could quote
They
unquote
discontinued
recommend what
them.
flavor. I believe it. I mean, you get sued over that shit. Yeah, you're not gonna want it on menu anymore. No,
Yeah.
but I knew it was coming. But they like I said, they made us try it.
Yeah.
So I got oh fuck, I like the lemonade one. I took a sip of it and I like I started tweaking. I was like actually tweaking for like like the entire duration of the rest of my shift there.
Yeah, apparently they took it
300
off after the lawsuit.
I didn't know they discontinued them entirely. I thought they just like moved them behind the counter so you had to like request for a refill.
According to Google, they stopped
So you
selling
couldn't
them last year.
Well, is that Google or Google AI?
Well, I'm
I think
looking at
that
like
lawsuit was
Google
a couple
and
years ago.
Google AI. Yeah, it said like the lawsuit was 23,
Yeah,
2023.
yeah. It's been a couple of years.
Oh, I
since
lied.
that lawsuit.
It
so I
says in
imagine-
September 2022, after drinking charged lemonade, the girl experienced cardiac arrest while at a restaurant with friends and died after being transported to a hospital.
That was crazy reading about it because I was like, so what exactly what I said came to fruition like
Okay, wait.
only a year later.
What is this? Okay, well, she had a medical thing called LQTS, long QT syndrome, which is a heart condition where
Something-
the heart's electrical system takes longer than usual to recharge after each beat. So, like, why would she think that drinking something that speeds up the heart rate is going to fix
I
that?
think what the deal was. No, the deal was that they didn't openly advertise it was energy like 300 milligrams of caffeine because anyone with any sort of heart issue is like recommended to not touch caffeine.
Yeah.
Like, I think that's just like that. Like full stop. You were just not supposed to have caffeine if you're having other problems like that.
It says
And
in
she wasn't
this.
aware of it. I think was the deal.
It
The
says that
marketing
she
made it
was
clear.
reasonably confident it was a traditional lemonade and or electrolyte sports drink
Mm.
containing a reasonable amount of caffeine safe for her
God,
to drink.
It's so fucked up to laugh at it because she died,
Reasonably
but like,
certain.
holy shit, dude! They did put him like on the top that it was caffeinated. I'm not sure how that mistake was even made, but it happened. So I guess it's whatever.
It was mixed in-house by store employees, meaning that the caffeine content is not controlled.
I believe that. Full stop. No one there gave a shit, including me at the time. And now, last time I walked in, it seems like they give even less of a shit. So good luck.
Yeah, I haven't been
Godspeed.
going to Panera lately because they like ditched half the menu.
I'm sorry to hear you went at all. Dude,
Freddie
that
likes
place
it.
Fucking sucks.
My condolences.
Don't get me wrong, the food there is good. It's just the pricing. Holy shit, dude. I never had to deal with it because when I was working there, they gave us like an allowance for like lunch and whatever.
Uh-huh.
Mm.
So I was never on the like customer end of it. And then I stopped working there, and I went in, and I was like, "Holy shit!" And ended up getting that
Yeah,
coffee and walking
dude,
out.
It's kind of
And I still
insane.
paid like $5 for it.
Yeah, it's insane how expensive it is to just get two things. Like they advertise like, "Oh, pick two," right? You're still paying like $17 for
Yeah.
a small soup and a half of a sandwich. Like I can go to McDonald's and get an entire meal plus chicken nuggets for that price.
Yeah, I don't know. It's fucking insane, but that's just welcome. It works. It works for them. They make their money off it. The insane margins.
Speaking of nuggets, the
And those fucking people were still paying me like $11.60 an hour or some shit. I think
the
by the time I
rancid
quit.
nuggets are back, son.
I'm not getting those.
The what nuggets?
The rancid nuggets.
I'm not
The
getting those
rants?
again, dude. It's happening again with Taco Bell. Like the nacho.
Did you die?
Like nuggety aftertaste.
Son, we literally heard nothing. We just
hate
heard
it.
the nacho fry and then you
Oh.
died.
Whoops, my bad. I had a psychic interference.
It's doing it again.
The Hyman has
Was
taken him.
Taco Bell's new chicken nuggets. Every time I is it still happening?
No, you're good. Continue.
Okay. I couldn't tell if that was making fun of me because it was still happening and I didn't know.
No, we're
No,
just
dude, I
laughing at the
fucking-
awkward pausing.
Dude, I loathe the deep fryers when the
Zinch, release him.
that time around. You also cut out on my end. I think my Discord's dying, dude. No, like
come to
I'm
take
trying.
us.
what I'm saying is just so fucking insane. And God will itself up. Like,
The
dude,
Taco Bell is interfering with your Discord because they can't
this is
expose
crazy.
that the nuggets are awful.
It's hurting. Oh, it's killing me. Ah. Yeah. No, dude. Like the nuggets are ass. I've had them.
They are pretty bad.
Suck by also with
They what? They went up? What was it?
same frying oil.
So
Is it still a problem?
Yeah.
it was for a little bit, yeah.
He's
Alright, what about now? Are we good?
I was not prepared to
Little-
just see the can leave.
Are we good?
Yeah.
Everyone consent?
only
Alright, cool.
only time will tell.
So now we'll see if Taco Bell tries to fucking stop me this time around. So the nuggets suck ass, right? They have this weird ass aftertaste I just can't get over. So I got them the
Oh.
one time, and then dropped like after two of them, I dropped the rest of it into a trash can. Never thought about them again. See, what I didn't consider was they put the nacho fries in the same like frying oil, or like the same oil, like deep fry oil, as they do the nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
So the aftertaste carries over to them too. And I had actually gotten nacho fries, I think it was like Wednesday or something like that. and one of the combos and had tacked on the Taco Bell nacho fries on top of that. Cool, we'll see. It's still a problem. And there was this little crumb, or there was like this little black object in my nacho fries.
Contaminated.
and there was like a little abnormally large like black tumors on some of my fries that just tasted as of the chicken nuggets.
What the heck?
So you might as well just order them and
Did
regret
you?
your life choices.
Yeah. Did you try the tenders from McDonald's yet?
No, I don't want to.
They're pretty ass too.
Well, I mean, I imagine it's just like a big chicken
Then
nugget.
why would you
They're
suggest
not.
Quibble?
So that's the funny thing. I feel like if they used the same breading for like the chicken nuggets, it would have been fine.
Yeah.
But they're like you ever
Oh?
like hello?
Hello? Just heard impulse alcohol. Sorry, I just heard thunder strike outside. And, yeah.
The gods are trying to make contact with you.
They're trying to hurt me yet again. I don't want
He's
it.
trying to take.
But
me.
yeah. So if they used the same breading, I feel like it would have been fine. But they used just like generic chicken tender breading, and then they, fry it. But because it's ass breading, they don't fry perfectly. So then they get like really, really crispy on the outside, and then like burned to hell on the inside.
Oh,
Hello.
Oh,
sorry, it happened again. My bad.
kidnapping.
All right. I've got one last sauce option. Never mind. It's gonna be Nashville.
What do you-
Sorry,
Okay.
continue. Sorry.
This guy's still ordering his
Apologies.
B-dubs.
No, I have to reorder because I logged in and I did my order.
Dude, I hate that shit. It happens to me when I order with IHOP all the time. We'll literally add stuff to the cart. Be like, all right, time to check out. You have to sign in. Okay, I sign in. Why doesn't it save the stuff from the cart? Like, why do apps do that?
Yeah, I love having to deal with the fucking tracking on websites just for them to not work. That's my favorite, dude. I hate online tracking. I hate online tracking.
Yeah. Considering you prefer to be a mystery, that doesn't surprise me.
I sure do.
Basil, besides obviously yogurt, what is your favorite fast food to eat?
Poutine.
That
I
is,
hate- I
you're
hate
such
you.
a Canadian standard. Oh my god, you are literally a Canadian stereotype.
Oh my god,
Hey,
bro.
you
What does American like to eat? Burger.
The burger.
I don't know. Just what does Canadian cuisine look like? I imagine it's it's like Americanized.
It's French. It's French.
No. No.
Am I gonna have to edit in a picture of poutine so that you can see what poutine looks like?
I do not.
Poutine.
Isn't it just fucking
I'll send a picture.
weird seasoned French fries or something?
It is
It's
French fries, gravy, cheese curds, and other toppings.
So that
Canadian.
sounds like
Here,
the most
I put
American
it
fucking
in
thing ever.
the group chat. You can look. That is what
Well, I'm
poutine
happy
is.
I'm happy to hear I had no expectations going into this, so I can't be disappointed.
Exactly.
Did whoever prepare that not heated up? Those cheese curds should be melted.
I don't know, man. That's just
Um.
the ultimate poutine recipe. Every picture that I see of poutine looks the same exact way.
It's the perfect poutine.
Every
perfect
single
poutine.
picture that I see of poutine is the same exact way, Basil. I don't know what you expect.
It's Putin.
Let me.
Alright, I placed the order. We're
Let me
going
put
through
my
with it.
Canadian eyes to the test.
Let me
Claim the
put my
free lottery
Canadian
ticket.
eye-
Let's go. Oh, it's this fucking lotto.com bullshit. Never mind.
Oh, I love when websites do that. Like, I'll place an order through CD keys for like a game, and then it'll be like,
Yeah.
"Oh, do you want to add on
That's
Sirius
different.
XM?"
You shouldn't trust anything of the fucking website besides the game code.
No.
You really shouldn't be
I
clicking on
don't.
anything
I
on
don't
that
do. I
website.
don't. I don't click on it. But it always makes me laugh because it's like, do you want to add
You're
Sirius
literally-
XM for $1 extra?
You're literally profiting off stolen shit as it is. I wouldn't make it worse by trying to click on whatever godforsaken ads they have on that website, dude. I love CD keys. I love G2A. fuck whatever they advertise on there, though.
I feel like this
Fuck
is
whatever
probably the
advertises on
closest
there,
thing
though.
to what you were looking for, Basil. The cheese is actually melted, but the fries look like ass. What else do you?
Yeah.
What else do you like?
This is gonna sound weird to you guys. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna say it's a pastry. It's called a beaver tail.
I'm gonna look it up. It sure does look like a beaver tail. What the fuck is this? Why do they put marshmallows and pretzels on them? What?
Can I take a gator?
Yeah, I put it in a group chat. What is this?
What?
Basil, what am I looking at?
I told you it's a pastry.
So is that like actually?
I like cinnamon. I like the cinnamon.
Is that just like that kind of looks like bread, but I think it's actually like
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
like
donut
it's
texture
a
is what it
bread.
kind of looks like.
It's a bread, pretty much.
What is beaver tails?
I would eat that.
It's a flat oval shaped
I don't know.
donut.
Yeah, it has a
Pretty
donut like
much,
texture. Yeah, so like what I said
Yeah.
was on point.
Anyone
Yeah,
who
dude, I would
likes
totally
donuts
fucking eat
will
that, for
love
real.
this recipe.
I get it, dude. It's literally just like a donut with toppings.
Yeah, pretty much.
I get it. Like it checks out.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I didn't even Buffalo Wild Wings open this late.
I mean, didn't you
Swear.
just place an order? So like, wouldn't it
No,
have
you're
to
right.
be open?
No, you're right. Yeah, no, you're right. 100%. Full stop. Oh, okay, we take a look at my bank
Going
account
on
after
the
this and
search for
regret
beaver tails.
everything I've done.
What'd you say, Basil?
He's going on the hunt for beaver tails.
I mean,
I don't
honestly,
think there's
those
a place
sound
around here
pretty
that's-
good.
You'd have to make them at home, I imagine. I don't think there's.
I really miss when fairs would come around and we'd go and get like funnel cakes and fried Oreos.
Hey, Crystal, I have to deal with that October of every year.
Oh, you guys have like an Oktoberfest near you?
No, it's not an Oktoberfest. And it'll dox like where I live, so I can't say anything about it. But it's a fair that happens like roughly around fall
Mm-hmm.
annually, and it's exactly how you would expect. It's like the whole city shuts down,
Oh.
and you have to park like outside city limits.
Oh,
And then
right. You were
yeah.
telling me about this because you're like,
I had to
every
get up
single
like
time.
an hour early every fucking day throughout the week, and I wouldn't get home until after like nightfall because there would just not be parking anywhere in city.
Yeah, I remember you used to tell me when we'd hang out that you would have to be like, you'd be like, oh, I'm getting home an hour later because the stupid ass
Yeah.
fair is in my town.
I quite literally like I usually would get back at 6. I wouldn't get home until at least 7:30, closer to 8. That's just how long it would take me to get through all the bullshit traffic. And God forbid I had to find a parking spot. and it was
Meanwhile,
just
our
one open.
fairs are pretty interesting. The last time I went,
Well, there's
like-
another one.
hmm
Yeah, there was another one like in the old like my birth town too, where they would just shut down like a street, and it would take place in like in the park. And
now
it's
ours is we have like, I'm not sure what the building is, but it's like some sort of important building, and then it has an open field. So, you know, they bring all like the roller coasters and stuff and they set up over there. The last time we were there, not even 5 minutes into us walking in, a group
Yeah.
of like probably like 100 teenagers were yelling and
Ukrainians.
screaming
Sorry.
and yelling and screaming and running around and like running out the gates and saying that they heard a gun. And I was like, all right, well, I
Oh.
guess fuck me, I guess.
those guys sound cool as hell. I love starting panic in public areas.
Yeah, I mean, there wasn't any gun. And the police officers and stuff that were like monitoring their event were like yelling at them and being like, there was no freaking gun, guys, XYZ. And it was really funny. But it scared the fuck out of me when we just like walked in immediately. And then after it calmed down, it was cool. I love going there and buying $20 lemonades
Yeah,
and getting
that's
ripped
always the best
off.
part.
Yeah, you always have
Oh,
like
at
the.
least when I get them, like it's free refills.
No, it's not even that. You know how like you go and play the carnival games, and
Yeah.
it's like shitty ass prizes. Like you go and play a $5 game, and you win like a 2-inch keychain. Not even of a stuffed animal that
That's
like
my
will fall.
favorite.
It's gonna fall apart in like 5 minutes. You know?
I will hold true. I've never paid for a carnival game
Really?
with my own money. No, never.
Oh, you just swindled other people into buying it for you. I see.
Yeah, basically. Or I just wouldn't do it and would just go for the fair food, walk around, and leave. That's how it usually goes.
Real.
Oh, funny thing, right? So, you remember how I went to a trade school, like for my IT, basically cybersecurity,
Mhm.
network cybersecurity stuff. So, and I found this out like 2 days ago, roughly. Or no, it wasn't. It was like last night. My weird buddy had texted
You're
it
a
to me.
weird
So,
buddy.
yeah, the guy with the salesman job who tried to rope me into doing it as well.
pyramid
with money.
scheme.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the pyramid scheme they were trying to make me a part of. No, so I guess at some point I saw him during the last fair. So what kind of brought me to it? I met with him briefly, and we exchanged the average. Oh, hey, how's the job? You still working at XYZ? I'm like, yeah, sure. How's things going with you? And he's like, oh yeah, great. And then I walk away, feeling awkward as fuck. So apparently earlier this year he got arrested for child pornography.
What the heck?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
and we were kind of talking about it, and I'm not gonna bring the talking point in. Never mind. We were kind of talking about it over text about how it kind of makes sense, but him and another he was like the vocab teacher at the time too. He did like the fuck. What was it? It was like the digital art stuff. Was also arrested for something very similar earlier this year as well. It's like a sting operation or some shit happened at my school like 2 years after I graduated. It was pretty sick. I'm not surprised. He's like a bald guy, an old bald guy in his like 40s, shaped of a gamer lean and all. So I'm not surprised that he got arrested, but he was kind of crazy. Kind of reading that text out.
Did you see that people are actually getting banned on Discord for running the abbreviation to checkpoint?
You mean CP?
Yeah, people are getting banned on for doing that.
Dude, fuck
CP?
yes.
So it's
Death
really
to the
funny.
Destiny 2 community.
It's really yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It's really funny that my server had that shit muted before it was funny. So
You mean
Before it was
Batman.
funny? I don't think
Before
it
it
was
was
ever
funny?
funny.
yeah, before
you
it was
mean before he was bannable
well, yeah.
and breaking TOS?
I forget. Is today patch day or like? I think it is.
Where's our order at? I'm already impatient.
Thursday,
Evan?
Friday, Saturday, tomorrow.
Sorry,
I'm the fucking restaurant yet? These guys are fucking slacking tonight, dude.
I'm trying to order pizza. I was gonna give you my phone.
Food break. Food break.
Well, funnily enough, we've almost been going now for an hour.
Really? I believe it. We should
I
go for
don't feel
2.
like it.
Yeah, we started like 8:22, wasn't it? Something like
Something like that.
that.
You can come out.
Basil, do we have like a coherent topic?
Speed wing.
No. Well. What about Space Marine?
I mean, we already talked
Weird
about Space
mode.
Marine, Basil. You're
I
way
know.
past that.
he's Internet
Behind the
Explorer. He's late to the
times.
party. No, I would like. It's a 3-player co-op. You should at least like try it out like once at least.
Yes.
Since
I-
you wish Marine too.
I
Since
think
you love
Very
like
funny.
Crab Champion so much, you were gonna enjoy Space or holy shit, Risk of Rain 2.
I think
I think you got that record.
the guys were trying to get me to play Darktide.
Darktide's
Darktide.
yeah. I don't know about that
Interesting.
one. That one's a little bit.
And we played probably like 5 minutes of it. And I was like, no.
I couldn't really stay into Darktide. It's just kind of it stopped making enough like lore sense to me, and I kind of lost it. 'Cause what it is at its core, it's another one of those Left 4 Dead 2 clones. Same with like Killing Floor, or no, I guess Killing Floor is one of them. It's a horde shooter basically. You know, it's like Payday 2 and Left 4 Dead 2 and another game that ends in 2. It's just there to turn off your brain and kill shit. Space Marine 2 just does it so much better. It makes you feel like a fucking.
We went Demon Host, but actually scary.
Well, you see, the problem with that is the Demon Host, if he was in Space Marine 2, would get fucking bodied, like, immediately. Some incantation followed by 8 bolt shells that had to be dead on the floor.
Sorry, I'm pretty sure I thought lightning. Because Freddy, when he walked into the room, decided to turn the light off on me, and I just saw
Right.
like a bright flash outside.
For real. That's been my entire existence. For like the last hour. Well, I have all my blinders closed. I just see, like, there'll just be like a shred of light coming from my left. And that's me going to hello?
Hello,
Impulse.
hello, darkness, my old friend.
Just hello?
Hello.
Hello, there.
Hello.
But yeah, game fucks. Should at least try it once.
Perhaps I will download it after the podcast is over.
We've done it! We did it! Yes!
Success.
The whole that was really the whole point of the podcast all along was to get you to get Space Marine 2, and we've done it! Victory! Victory! We're gonna get her to I shouldn't say that.
Space racism.
Funny word.
Yeah. It's gonna be great. Can't wait for you to ask a question and then lead to an hour-long explanation as to why something is how it is.
I expect it at this point, honestly.
What are those little tabs? What are those papers flowing out the Space Marine armor? Well, you see, child. Pull up a chair. I've got an in-depth lore explanation. I'm ready for you to answer that question. So why don't you just deploy a cannon raid on the planet to kill the bugs? See, well, actually, this all leads into the weird fucking space bugs whole psychology. They just become immune to shit after a while. There's gonna be a whole lot of this. I already feel it.
Yep. It's gonna be very funny.
It's gonna become like a pseudo like a pseudo 40K podcast.
Exactly what. If you just look at the group chat, I'm like, this podcast is just Sun yapping for 45 minutes, and me and Basil occasionally giving commentary.
It's like the most scuffed one. So you have a Astartes Anonymous and a Depths Regular, so you have us down tiers below all those cool guys, and it's just be giving batshit unreasonably goofy explanations for things.
Exactly, which is why this is gonna work out. Like
100%. Bi-weekly podcast about more shit Sun comes up with regarding the 40K experience.
Exactly.
Is that the end goal of this podcast, or is it just gonna be us bullshitting for
I think
an hour?
Well, I guess we'll see what the people say about the podcast in the comments, if we even get any.
The podcast that no one asked for, pilot.
Yeah, this is basically the pilot. This is the launch episode.
3 idiots.
3
bullshit around for an hour.
Can't wait for the next 300 episodes.
Honestly.
I can't wait for our 100 episode special where it is just it's just a 40K lore dub.
If we get that far. What if we just have What if we just have a grueling friendship breakup?
We have a random falling out because of like Destiny 2 or something.
It's like me and you have a falling out, and I just replace your soda can with a skeleton because you're dead to me.
Yeah.
It's a perfect plan.
Bit of a
Yeah.
And then you come back the next week like nothing happened and nobody talks about it.
instead of a soda can, it's just a crushed soda can.
I'm just like entirely absent. I'm absent for the entire episode. No one even mentions or like points it out. Just
It would
it's
just be
you two.
the entire episode would
Just
just be
par
me
for
and
the course.
Basil with like it'd be like 45 minutes
Oh,
of
no,
silence
no, even
broken up
better.
with a ee wee wee.
Even better, post soda can crushed episode. You just bring someone else in for one episode and then never talk to them again.
No, it's like instead of the crushed soda can, we just have a glass of Pepsi sitting out on the counter. And it just like every episode after that it just gets lower and lower until it's empty.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm surely we'll come up with some reason for this podcast to exist.
I mean,
Talk about something stupid.
well, I mean, I'm here. Everything is stupid. Let's be honest.
Real.
Did you forget about me?
Oh, you're so right. Basil is stupider than me.
He sure is. But what else do you expect from a Canadian? I mean, really. Oh shit. Well, I mean, does that mean it's wrap up time?
I think it would mean that it's wrap up time, considering the boys took my phone and are ordering a pizza.
Good enough reason as any. Well, actually,
It's gonna be
yours.
diverted
It's gonna be
on
yours.
course to Sun's house.
The official ending's gonna be on you.
What do you mean the official ending?
Yeah.
Alrighty,
Or the
guys.
unofficial ending.
Goodbye, everyone, and thank you for watching if you got this far. We appreciate your constant support, and we'll see you on the next episode. Bye-bye!
Bye.